So, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to Pragyan. Pragyan is our endeavor to present cases solved by PEM. So, all of our participants of our courses, we are organizing courses which are basic and advanced IPEMA courses, where we teach all the basics of PEM and introduce chakras also in that course with cases. So that is a year-long case, and then we have recently completed mollusks. We'll be starting with Manthan this week, and we'll be starting next month. We'll be starting with the mammals course. So if any one of you want to present cases in Pragyan, you all are welcome. It is a platform where all the new participants and all the like if you want to share, if you're excited about sharing what you have learned with us. So you all are welcome. And today we have Dr. Manisha Solanki with us. She is a senior practitioner and she has been following PEM since long. So over to you, Dr. Manisha.
Thank you, Dr. Meeta. Thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity to me to present a case at Pragyan. I'm really very happy. So, and let us begin.
Yeah, we'll start.
Right. Slide is not moving. No.
No. Yeah,
So,
it's moving. It's
hello,
coming.
everyone. Hello, everyone. And again, thank you, Dr. Meeta. So, to tell a bit about myself, I'm Dr. Manisha Solanki. I graduated from CMPH Medical College, Mumbai, and I'm practicing homeopathy since then. I would regularly attend the psychiatric modules by Dr. Mahesh Gandhi at the Other Song Academy, where I got very much interested in psychiatry and the PM method. So I completed my FHPC fellowship in homeopathic psychiatry and counseling in the year 2021, and understanding and learning PM method. I'm applying it regularly in my patients in my clinic. And today I'm here to share a case of allergic bronchitis and allergic rhinitis with tinea versicolor, which is solved by the PM method. So let us begin with the case. So I'm beginning with the case. So a 26-year-old male patient consulted me in the year 2023, September 2023, with a complaint of allergic rhinitis, bronchitis, and tinea versicolor. He is unmarried. Now he is 5 feet 8 inches tall and he weighs 63 kg. So he is on the thinner side. Now, when he enters the cabin, I observe that he is mild, shy, and bit anxious. He is little polite in talking. Like every time when he would visit for the follow-up, he would say thank you. And if he's late for the consultation, he will say sorry for keeping you waiting. He avoids eye contact while speaking, especially while narrating his emotions. So we get a picture about this patient, which is also very helpful in understanding him. Now, regarding his family background, he lives with his parents, younger brother who is still studying, and paternal grandmother. Both parents are visually impaired and work in government office. So this is very important. And they work in government office and they travel all the way from suburb where they stay right now to the town of Mumbai by local train. So in a way, they are independent also. His paternal grandmother took care of him and his younger brother while growing up because his mother was visually impaired. Now, the paternal grandmother still stays with them. He works as an assistant manager in corporate hospitality, where he has to cater to high class executives and businessmen and also VIP people. He is in charge of supervising the pantry and the cafeteria. Now the case taking starts. Now this case is verbatim. Only few changes I have done for clarity. So, on the first interview, I asked him, tell me what is your problem? He says, daily after head bath, the sneezing starts. 10 to 15 sneezes at a time with a running nose and watery discharge. Many times I avoid washing my head because of this. And he says further, every 15 days it begins with sneezing, then running nose, then sore throat, and the cough starts. Occasionally, I feel breathless also. Now also, I have cough with yellow expectoration. When I lie down, I feel difficulty in breathing. So I have to sit up at night. My eyes become red with itching. So when he had come for the consultation, his eyes were really red. And did you understand that daily in the morning he has this allergic rhinitis, sneezing and running nose, which will go to 1 hour also before he leaves for his office. And every 15 days he has this allergic bronchitis. So, and right when he had come for the consultation, he had acute attack of allergic bronchitis. So, these two things are there. Again, further, he says that it gets aggravated whenever there is change in climate, especially during the rainy season or winter. Cold things like ice cream, dust, the draft of AC, and perfume smell all aggravate it. Earlier, I used to take cetirizine, which was prescribed by the family doctor, but now it has no effect. I have had this problem since childhood, from the time I was in first standard. So you understand it is very chronic. Now he is 26 years old. In a month, at least twice I get severe cold and cough, attack of bronchitis. So he's again repeating it. So it seems that it is really he is suffering with it. Then I ask him, how does this affect you in your day-to-day life? So we have taken a note of the chief complaint, allergic rhinitis and bronchitis, aggravation, amelioration. Now I ask him, how does it affect him? He says, while sitting in the office, when I start sneezing and have a running nose, everybody's attention gets diverted towards me. Even during office meetings, I have to continuously blow my nose in front of my colleagues and boss. I feel very conscious, so I wear a mask and sit. So what we note over here that he is conscious. So we are noting all the peculiar symptoms, and by side, we are also understanding what is the level of development in this patient. All right. Again, he says, I feel, why did I, regarding his running nose and sneezing, he says, why did I come to the office? I should have taken leave. There is lot of restlessness. I keep using tissue papers and handkerchief to blow my nose. During winter and rainy season, I avoid drinking water from the fridge. I do not eat ice cream, though I like it. I also avoid cold drinks and fruits like banana and oranges. So he's taking very good care of his health. So you have a feeling that at this age also he is bit cautious regarding his health. Then tell me about your nature since childhood. He says, I have been caring and helpful since childhood. As my parents are blind, I had to do all the work quickly. I took responsibility for the family at a very early age. When I go out, I observe everything and understand what kind of people are there. Nobody can easily fool me. I feel that I grew up very fast. So here we note that he is very caring and helpful and he took the responsibility of his family. Now, what responsibility means to him, we will understand. He further says that when I ask him about his nature, I want to buy a new house. Not in this suburb, but in a prime location with better facilities. Now he is staying in the suburb of Mumbai, where there are not much facilities, like there are no good hospitals or shopping malls or good theaters. So he has this thing that he wants to buy a good house in prime location of Mumbai, where there are good, better facilities. He says, I want a good home and a good lifestyle. Now I'm working in an MNC multinational company as the head of the cafe and pantry. I supervise the staff and report.
Case study.
So he has to he has to supervise the staff and whatever task he
Kasbango.
does, he has to report to the boss also. Their long working hours 10-hour shift and it is tiring. So regarding his work, he sent us. Right, it's not moving. There's a lot of stress when VIP guests visit us, as everything has to be done on time. The meal should be served on time. The buffet should be ready on time. The food should taste good. The client's feedback and approval are important for appraisal. However, management keeps giving me new projects, which means I am performing well. So we take a note that for him, the client's feedback and approval is important, and he is doing his work well. That the buffet has to be ready on time. The food should taste good, and appraisal is that yearly evaluation they do for their employees. So he might get a good promotion or salary hike. So he says the client's feedback is very important. Then I ask him, tell more. He says, I have completed my hotel management from Rizvi College because I wanted to go abroad. Being a chef is a reputed profession, and there are more opportunities to go abroad compared to other professions. I like managing different projects because I get to learn and improve my knowledge. It also adds to my resume. So you take a note of this that he wants to go abroad and he wants a good resume. His resume should be good so that he get better prospects of going abroad. Just after completing hotel management, I wanted to go abroad. Since both my parents are blind, visually impaired, I have to take care of them. So I dropped the idea. So I asked him immediately, so you were very really interested in going abroad? He says, yes. After passing, I would dream about going abroad. There would be a big office, I would learn more, and financially it would be better. So, financially better is also very important for us. What we earn here in India in 1 year, we can earn there in 2 months. Financial opportunities are better there. There is good status in society. People respect us and give us value. If there is any function in the society, they call us. So, good status and good value is important for him. Nobody in our entire family has gone abroad. If I go, I will feel proud. In his company, also, there is promotion and opportunity to grow. If there is no growth for 2 years, I will switch to another company. So, growth is important. Otherwise, he will switch on to another company. So, we are taking note of all the characteristic symptoms here. So again, I asked him, so you did not go abroad because you had to take care of your parents? I wanted to go deep and understand what he means by going abroad. The patient says, yes, my parents did not tell me not to go abroad, but I feel responsible. And I also wanted to go. I was in two minds whether to go or not to go. So this thing is also there. There is nobody at home to take care of them. If any medical emergency arises, my younger brother may not be able to manage. I have a fear. What if something goes wrong? I manage groceries, finances, planning at home, laundry, and organizing clothes properly. Since my parents cannot see, they are dependent on us. All right. So my pace okay?
Yeah, Dr. Manisha, it's good.
Okay. So then the other question I ask him is, what fears did you have as a child? Now, the childhood fears are very important since it will tell us the uncompensated state of the patient and we will understand more clearly his personality. He says, I was shy and introverted. I avoided asking questions in class. I had stage fright and became conscious on stage. So, was shy and introverted. I had fear of darkness. I felt that somebody was standing behind me or that something was there in darkness. I have fear of injections. I feel giddy on seeing blood. Once I even fell down seeing blood. I cannot watch violence in movies or cannot watch horror movies also. I'm afraid of snakes. So these were few direct questions which I have asked him regarding darkness, fear, injections, and violence. The fear of snakes he said on his own. He says, I like dogs, but not as pets. I had anxiety during exams and initially during interviews, but now he's okay with giving interviews. As a child, I fear my father because he was strict, but I was close to my mother. So his father was a bit strict. He wanted him to study well and regarding coming home on time and all, he was strict. I like playing outside more than staying at home. At home, I feel claustrophobic and closed. I feel refreshed when I go out. So this thing of claustrophobia as at home is also coming. Now, more about work, he says that I do not like it when my boss speaks to me rudely. I simply try to complete whatever task is assigned to me. I feel anxious if a given task is not completed, as I feel it affects my image negatively. So, image. Sometimes I feel overburdened with work because I struggle to say no. So, he's a person who cannot say no. If the boss is telling him some work, he feels that it has to be completed. If there are escalations, I do not confront my boss. Instead, I agree with whatever he says. All right. So he is a person who will not confront. All this will tell us about his ego strength and his basic characteristic nature. Then I myself on my own I ask, is there any politics in the office? He says, no, there is no politics as such. Everybody is cooperative. Interests and hobbies? He says, I love tracking and spending time in nature. I enjoy waterfalls, open green spaces, fresh air, scenic views, and visiting. He likes visiting mountains to enjoy the view. So he had a bike and he would always like to go for a ride for seeing the greenery and fresh air. And his uncle would stay in Pune. So when he visits his uncle at Pune, there is some mountains and picnic spots nearby. So he would like to go on the mountain and see the view from there. He says, I'm interested in drumming and playing musical instruments. Regarding his thirst, it is moderate. He craves for non-vegetarian food, milk and butter. He doesn't like spicy and oily food. There is profuse perspiration involving the whole body. So I asked him the next question is dream. He says, I have dream of haunted places, spirits, and ghosts. Sometimes I dream that somebody is chasing me and I'm running away in danger. I also have dreamed about friends, outings and picnics, and I have a dream of falling from a height. So this is the case. Oh, sorry, this is the case. So what are the peculiar symptoms or anything anybody wants to share about what we should take into consideration while arriving at the remedy? Or did you see what?
Yeah, you can all share your opinions because we can make this interactive. The case is very short. It was just 20 minutes, so we can use this time for interactions. Uh, any opinions? Dr. Manisha, you can just go for this chat box and see. You can take this ahead. There is Dr. Cheryl. She's saying it's like Caprinum. Dr. Margaret is saying this is earth element, focus on earning money. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. I don't know. I can see the chat box from here because I have to minimize my screen, no, then?
Yeah, you'll have to just stop sharing.
Okay.
Just stop sharing and you can just discuss with.
I can discuss because then,
So Dr. Margaret says it's in and out, desire to travel, and also feels claustrophobic in work.
okay. So what are the important, now, right now we want to see what are the important characteristic symptoms which are covered by the patient, which we want so that symptoms we can take for the remedy selection, right? Oyster, Bhavika is saying oyster. Then like Cyprinum, earth element, in and out. Okay, good. So, for all of us agree that he is very responsible regarding taking the health regarding the health of his parents. If there is any emergency, he wants to stay here. That is why he did not go abroad. Also, we know that he is very ambitious. At the same time, he has fears of ghosts, of injections, of blood. All right. So, all this we want to cover by a remedy. He wants to earn. Right. Earning is very important for him. Also, he wants good status in the society. He will feel proud after going abroad. He feels that he is valued. So, all this we have to cover, has to be covered by a remedy, and many of you are close. So, let us see how I analyzed. So, I will again share my screen.
Dr. Margaret says he's cautious about his health and about what he eats. Dr. Harinath, he says lots of perspiration, anxiety of exams, interviews, wants to be out in nature, intelligent, coast and dreams. Dr. Tushna says it's ambitious yet caring, responsible, and image. Dr. Maya Bhatt.
Okay, everyone is very close, and every one of you are understanding what is the remedy. And my understanding was also very similar. So I just written it on the slide. How do we understanding of the case? So you are all are getting it. So we say that he is very responsible, especially when it comes to taking care of the health of his visually impaired parents. He manages the finances, groceries, and overall household planning. It does. He is highly ambitious. There is a strong desire in him to progress in life, right? Earning well and even go abroad for better opportunities. He selected his college only so that he gets, because chef is a reputed profession and there are more prospects of going abroad and earning well. So finance is definitely very important. He seeks a good status in the society and he feels he would be proud after going abroad. He will be valued. By nature, he is timid, shy, anxious, and introverted. So we observe many fourth row themes coming of the from the mineral kingdom, which is related to work, money, home, and security. And in the fourth row, themes of calcarea, like which were financial security, desire for a home, fears of ghosts, darkness, fear of blood and injections. We go to the second column of the fourth row, which is calcarea car. Also, there were themes of third row from of silica, desires for growth, maintaining a good image and standard in society, seeking the approval of parents and family. Now, seeking the approval of parents and family was not clearly come in the case, but there was a kind of non-verbal communication going on between his parents and him because they were visually impaired, they couldn't see, and they were growing old. So it was expected that he should earn well. That is what I perceived when he used to come for the history, when he had come. There is also marked timidity and shyness, which is covered by silica. Therefore, according to the system approach, and I did not see a plant-like sensitivity in him, sensitivity and reactivity, or at this point, I did not see any victim aggressor also. So I selected remedy from the mineral kingdom, Calcarea silicata. All right. Even in the repertory chart, it is showing silica is coming second and Calcarea silicata over here, though it is further in the repertorization, it is covering almost all the rubrics. Now the rubric selected for you to understand. No, selected the rubrics: no sneezing, generalities cold aggravate, generalities draft of air aggravates, mind timidity bashful, sensitive oversensitive reprimands criticism, mind anxiety family about his, mind dreams frightful nightmare. All right, mind anticipation ailments from aggravates stage fright, and respiration asthmatic and nose discharge profuse. So my first prescription was I gave him calcarea silicata 200 BD for 2 days, which was prescribed on the same day of the consultation, 19th of September 2023. So after 15 days, sneezing, cold, and cough improved for 10 by 10%. And in the further follow-ups over a period of 4 months, calcarea silicata 200 BD was given every weekly, and later the potency was increased to calcarea silicata 1 m also. He showed 20 to 30% improvement. However, he continued to have episodes of sneezing, running nose, and redness of eyes. At times, he developed severe attack of bronchitis also, which were managed by acutes by acutes at that particular time, but only 20 to 30% improvement. So I was not very happy with the follow-up. And luckily, what happened next is in one of the follow-ups, he got a very interesting dream. So the case was reviewed again. All right. So far, so the first prescription was calcarea silicata and only 20 to 30% improvement was there. So all of us were very close, oyster and fears of calcarea, many were saying. So in this dream, let us understand this dream. So he says that in dream, my friends and I went to some resort. There another group of boys were making some mischief, and there was a quarrel between our two groups. But the other group was more powerful and had weapons with them. So we ran away from there. I do not like to fight. I want to make peace. So we understand the dream. Two groups are there. The other group is more powerful. Now all youngsters, they go to resort to enjoy. So he had gone to with his group, and there were other group of boys also. So there was some quarrel between them. So he says, we ran away from there. I do not like to fight. I want to make peace since the other group had weapons with them. So I asked him, what did you experience in that dream? He says, I felt that if the fight escalated, there would be a police complaint. My name and record would be spoiled. Police verification for my passport might not be cleared. I would not get a visa and there would be no way to go abroad. All right. So again, he's thinking of that if the visa is not clear, passport is not clear, he would not get visa. And again, he has this thing of going abroad. He would not be able to go abroad. And so again, we understand that here we understand in this dream. Then again, since I was taking, so this dream is important that there was two groups. One group is powerful and he had to run from there. And also this thing of police complaint. Then again, since I was asking him, reviewing the case, I asked him what else. Now he says that I have the skin problem also, which it was there since 6 months, but he did not tell me. So regarding his skin problem, I saw that there are brown patches of tinea on both the forearm, wrist, shoulder, feet, and there was mild itching. So he says that should I go to the skin specialist? So I said, no, don't go to the skin specialist. Homeopathy will take care of it. Then I asked him, but tell me, what do you feel about it? He says, when people see it, they may not feel comfortable. I may be bullied. People may tease me and my friends may avoid me. I asked him, avoid you? He says, I will feel left out. I can educate them that it is not contagious. But still, what if they do not include me in their group? I like being with friends and share things with them. Any sensitive topic that I cannot share with my parents, I can share with my friends. It is boring to stay alone. Okay, so this thing is also coming very clearly now that I will feel left out, and he is worried that if they do not include me in the group. So now, how do we analyze and understand our patient after this new dream and the skin complaint? So according to the PM method, we zoom out to identify what may have been missed previously in the case. What did I miss it in the case? So the new dream clearly suggests a me versus you dynamic. There's fear of being attacked and harmed that we saw in the dream. Fear of being teased or bullied by friends in the skin complaint. And earlier also, if you remember, he had dreams of being chased and of being in danger, which I conveniently made a silica thing, sorry, a calcarea carp fear. All right. So there are multiple dimensions in the case which suggest the animal kingdom. So earlier I was just thinking the one dimension. It is in one dimension. Calcarea and silica, it is in one dimension. But now there are many dimensions and many aspects coming in the case. Like on one level, one part is he wants to take care of the health of his parents, financial security. He wants a good home and good lifestyle. He is ambitious. He wants to go abroad. He wants good status in the society. Now, other thing added is that he will feel alone and forsaken by the group. Other thing is he loves trekking. He wants to go for picnics and in nature. So all this should be covered by a remedy. So we say that is multi-dimension. So from mineral, when you come to a animal, what we understand that mineral is one dimension, like calcarea silicata. From mineral to plant to animal, the complexity increases. As you evolve from mineral to plant, they become more complex, which is also one indication to suggest an animal remedy. All right. All right. So far that we have come to an animal kingdom. Earlier, I was thinking, earlier a mineral kingdom remedy was given. So I'll continue from here. So once we have come to the animal kingdom, now we want to know which remedy. For that, we will go stepwise and understand clearly from animal we come to subclass, and from subclass we will come to the remedy. So stepwise we will go. Instead of directly also many people can suggest it, but we will go stepwise. So now what are the classification parameters to arrive at the subclass and at the then at the remedy? So first we want to know whether subkingdom, whether the animal remedy is a vertebrate from the vertebrate subdivision or an invertebrate. Then we want to know one more criteria is we want to analyze it from the habitat. Habitat also will help us to analyze the remedy and arrive at the subclass, whether the remedy belongs to aquatic, terrestrial, or aerial. What is the survival strategy? From the survival strategy also will help us to arrive at the subclass. Like we know that the survival strategy we understand from the hand gestures the patient make. Like in mollusk, the peculiar hand gesture is like this, like going, withdrawing, going behind, hiding, right? So this many survival strategies are there from which we can understand our remedy. Then from the inner edge also we can arrive to the subclass and then to the remedy. From the food pattern, whether the remedy is or the patient remedy has carnivorous, herbivorous, or omnivorous. Like what carnivorous? Like meat eating animals. They are carnivorous. All right, so we can think of predator remedies, or if it is a vegetarian, or in animal terms, if a prey mammal will eat grass, so there's herbivorous. So from them also we can differentiate and arrive at the remedy. And study of basic elements, water, earth, fire, that also helps us to arrive at the subclass and the remedy. Now, this is the animal chart by Dr. Mahesh Gandhi, sir. So, in this animal chart, what we observe is first basic division of the animal chart is into invertebrates and the vertebrates. So, once we have come to the animal kingdom for a patient, we want to know whether we want to differentiate him into invertebrate or whether he belongs to the invertebrate subkingdom or the vertebrates. This is the very basic difference, right? Invertebrate or vertebrate. Then we want to know whether it is aquatic. The first three subclass in the animal kingdom are aquatic. That is the animals living in water. Then the next three, fourth, fifth, and sixth subclass are the animals living on land. And the seventh subclass are the animals living in air. Similarly, in the vertebrates also, aquatic animals, terrestrial, and aerial. Now, in the aquatic, we have in the invertebrate, we have the mollusk and the crustaceans, the aquatic animals. In the terrestrial, in infancy and childhood, we have insects, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And in aerial, we have spiders. And even in vertebrate, we have invertebrate in the aquatic animals, we have fish, amphibians, and reptiles. In the terrestrial, we have in the fourth, fifth, and sixth subclass, we have mammals, and in the aerial, we have birds. So just this is just to give an orientation of the animal chart by Dr. Mahesh Gandhi. So right now we are again into, we have selected that the patient is from the animal kingdom, and now we want to know whether he is vertebrate or invertebrate. So, in brief, in short, how do we differentiate invertebrates and vertebrates? So, basic criteria to understand the difference between vertebrates and invertebrate is the development of the nervous system. Okay, so invertebrates, the nervous system is not developed. That is why they are very instinctual. There is issue of life and death. They are self-centered personality. They are not much differentiated. They have difficulty to be in relation, low moral sense, and suddenness. All right. And regarding vertebrates, they have very well developed nervous system. They are very rational. They plan and they take action. In contrast to invertebrates who are instinctual. Now, vertebrates again, they are responsible and dutiful. They are social and they think about others. And they are well differentiated. Okay, all the subclass in the vertebrates, the fish, the amphibians, the reptiles, the mammals, they have clear cut division. We can clearly differentiate them. They have developed good relationship and they have strong superego, especially in mammals. They have good morality. They are highly conscientious. So now where can we place our patient in vertebrates or invertebrates? Okay. So we know that our patient is responsible, he is dutiful, he's doing his task as work properly. All right, he has good relationship, he maintains good relationship. So we say that he is from the vertebrate subdivision of the animal kingdom. Okay. So far, all of you with me? Now, further, other other criteria to understand the which animal and which subclass, we go to the analysis, the PM analysis, finding the inner age of our patient. So first is we say he belongs to one level of development in our patient is infancy level of development, which falls from 0 to 1 year age of life. 0 to 1 year. Okay. Why? Because there is strong, we see that in our patient, there is strong attachment to his parents. There's anxiety about parents' health. He's taking responsibility for their care. So there are clear-cut issues. There are clear issues related to nurturing, care, and mother-child bonding, which represents the infancy level of development. All right. So we say that one level of development is infancy in our patient. Another level of development is toddler, which falls from 2 years, 2 to 4 years of life. Now, this was very peculiar in him that he wants to go abroad to earn good money. He desires growth within the company. If he does not receive promotion, he is willing to change the companies. He is acting. He says he will feel proud when he goes abroad. So there is achievement, there is success. So this toddler stage is like if in a child is learning to walk for the first time, and when the child is able to walk properly, he feels a sense of achievement, a sense of success. He feels proud about it. So, this is what is the stage we clearly see in our patient also. There is action, there is autonomy, and an attempt at independence. So, there is a clear issues related to development of autonomy, will, desire to prove, which reflects the toddler level of development. So all of us agree that one more level of development is the toddler stage. Then last is school age, childhood level of development, which falls from 7 to 12 years of life. So how we understand this in our patient? He is working in an MNC where he must demonstrate competence. He desires financial stability. This thing has come because of the
You
line.
have to stop sharing and come again. And I think this is being scribbled by Dr. Shivam Chaudhary. Please just check now, Dr. Shivam.
Or is it?
No, just stop sharing and come back. Yeah, it's okay now, Dr. Manisha.
Right. So he's working in an MNC company where he must demonstrate competence. He desires financial stability. He wants to buy his own house. Now he's staying in his parents' house, but he wants his own house. He seeks a good social status. He believes in following rules and regulation. He's worried that a police complaint may affect his passport clearance. So there is issues of work, finance, right and wrong, which represents the school age level of development. All right. So far we understand that a remedy should be from animal kingdom. Me versus you, we clearly saw in the dream. And when we come to the subclass, with a strong infancy, toddler age, and school age. So it will fall from infancy to school age. So it should fall from 0 to 12 years. All right. So again, to revise, the subkingdom is vertebrate. Habitat, we say it is terrestrial because he is very much in the world. His issues are related with work, finance, society. Now, aquatic are in their own world, right? They are closed, they are withdrawn. Then terrestrial, they are in the world. And aerial, they feel suffocated by the rules and regulations of the world. They want freedom. There is the issue of restriction and freedom. All right. So our patient is, if from the habitat, if you have to understand, he is in the terrestrial rim. Then mammals or insect. In vertebrates in the same age group, 0 to 12 years, above we in the invertebrate we have insects and down we have mammals. So we say that he is belonging, there is need to belong to the group and fear of being forsaken by the group. So we arrive at the subclass of mammals. So the whole, since we were saying also from beginning that he is vertebrate, so the whole insect group was ruled out. So step by step, we are nicely coming to the subclass of mammals. Now, which mammal? Prey or a predator? So we say that all of us, we know that he is timid, fearful, shy, anxious, and cautious. He wants peace within the group. He doesn't like fights, avoids confrontation. In the dream, actually, there was a fright and flight reaction. He said the whole group ran from there. So we clearly come to a prey mammal. All right. The strong toddler age of proving himself, need for growth, ambition with desire for tracking, liking open green spaces and claustrophobia, we come to lacaprinum. All right. So there's a strong toddler stage. Earlier in the beginning, only someone has suggested lacaprinum as the remedy. So very nice. So this is the terrestrial, this is the mammal part of the animal chart. First, we say this terrestrial because he is very much in the world. We say that the age group, the level of development is from infancy to childhood, 0 to 12 years. And in that, we have mammals. In mammals, we have the Cetaceae, that is the fourth column. The fifth is the prey animals and the predator animals in the sixth column. Predator is fire elements. They are very aggressive. There is lot of domination, whereas he is mild, timid, fearful. So we come to Archaeodactyla, in which the family is Bovidae, and in that leg Caprinum is selected. So and the PM analysis at a glance, the remedy is from the animal kingdom because of me versus you. It is vertebrate because me, others, and the group. All right. Mammals, because infancy, toddlers, schoolish, and there is a need to belong to the group. The mammals age group is from 0 to 12 years. It is a prey mammal because he is mild, yielding, shy, fearful, and peace loving. Bovidae, since calm, quiet, silent, and tolerant, peace lover. Lake Caprinum, because ambitious, social status, loves tracking and greenery. Now, just to revise what is prey and predator. Now, prey mammals, they come from a feeling of abundance, whereas predator from a feeling of scarcity. The central point is scarcity. Prey, they eat grass, whereas predator, they are meat eaters. The There is yin energy here in predator, there is yang. Feminine principle in prey, predator is masculine. Prey are trustful and predators, there are a lot of mistrust in them. Prey mammal, giver. I have enough and will be provided. They are very self-assured. Whereas predator, they are grabbers. Prey, they are more heart-oriented. Here it is more head-oriented. Cognitive, thinking and analysis. Now prey, vertigo and low BP, whereas predator will have high BP. Prey mammals are very emotional, predator more cognitive. Now, spirituality in prey mammals, they will be very devotional. Wherein predator, if their spirituality is there, they will seek knowledge. Prey is victim feeling, holy cow, and predator is aggressor like lion. Prey is mild, predator aggressive. Prey, there is fear of immediate death and abuse feeling. Whereas predator, they have fear of future if they are not provided with the food. Prey, they are vegetarian. Predator, again, we said that before, meat eating. Now, prey ego is not very strong. With predator, there is a strong ego. Prey, they are not territorial, whereas predator are territorial. So we saw that in a patient, the ego was not that the ego strength was not that developed. He had a lot of anxiety. He was mild. He was shy, anxious person. So summary of follow-ups. Now after again reviewing the case, like Caprinum 200 was given in the month of November 2023, and like Caprinum twice daily for 2 days weekly it was given. Then gradually morning sneezing and running nose reduced approximately 20% weekly. So that then the improvement went very fast. Okay, severe cough and chest congestion, that acute attack of bronchitis also reduced quite extent. No sneezing and cold during his travel to Kashmir with his family. So he also managed to travel to Kashmir in this low temperature and he did not get any attacks of bronchitis or the rhinitis, running nose also. And after 4 months, I had to raise the potency to 1M because during the rainy season, he had come with a acute attack of bronchitis. So then I raised the potency to 1M. And after end of August, which is after 11 months, the sneezing and running nose improved by 80 to 90% also. And then he became a little bit irregular with the follow-ups. But the end of it, he developed very good mental clarity and confidence. His confidence level was good and he was happy and he has shifted to another company. There was weight gain also. Like I told that he was 63, 64 kg weight, but then at the end of 11 months, he gained weight. He was weighing 66 kg. So he was happy for that also because he was concerned about appearance. He said that friends and family members keep on telling him that he is very skinny. So he was happy with it. All right. So any questions you want to ask, or shall we go ahead with understanding Lake Caprina? Or in the end, we can take questions.
Yes, we can go ahead with the understanding.
All right. So Lake
What
Caprina.
about the skin, Dr. Ashwini is asking?
Okay, yeah. The skin spots when the skin spots on the wrist and the forearm and even the legs, they reduced over time. And when he was after 11 months, there were hardly any skin spots. So that was also improved. More than the itching, he was very conscious about it. But there was good result in the skin spot also, because he was like eager that I want to go to the skin specialist. So, okay. So
Yeah.
let us
There's a
understand.
question from Dr. Archana. How is he not territorial?
Yes, that is a very good question. I was expecting also. So let us understand like Caprinum, and then we can definitely take this question. So Lake Caprinum is goat from the animal kingdom, phylum mammals, order Artiodactyla, family Bovidae. Now, understanding of Lake Caprinum by Dr. Mahesh Gandhi. So one of his notes he has given that if on the ground not enough grass is present, like Caprinum goat has to go up the mountains for it. As it goes up, there is less competition and more resources. So there is desire to go up because there would be less competition and more resources. So in human terms, the idea is only if I go up, I will get the money. The pressure to go up in life and earn money is very high, but his big dreams don't match his abilities. Okay, so there is desire to go up. Also, same thing we observed in our patient also. Why his big dreams don't match his ability? Because finally it is a prey mammal from the Bovidae family. So he doesn't have, it is a small mammal, he doesn't have that much ability. Okay, and interestingly, for this case, I called him up, this our patient, just to inquire how is he doing 2 months back or so, and he said that his allergic rhinitis and even the bronchitis is very much better. He is shifted to a new company, and he said that I shifted to this new company because I was getting a good portfolio and a good salary, and I am happy to be at this post, but I would always want to go for, if there is any new opportunity coming, I will always like to go for it. One should always climb up the ladder, he says. Instead of staying comfortable, I would always like to climb up the ladder. And in future, if there is, I would always, he said that if there is VP post or the director post, I will like to go for it. So he's quite ambitious. So you understand, this is matching with the energy of the patient, is matching with the energy of the remedy, right? Because he feels that as you go up, there is less competition and more resources. So there is desire to go up in life. Now, this how we understand like Caprinum. Habitat. From the habitat, we also understand that why there is so much desire. All goats are excellent climbers. Being animals of mountainous habitats, they are very agile, well coordinated, and able to climb and hold their balance on the bare rock. They can survive on sparse vegetation. They have stocky body and long limbs. So in nature, these goats are excellent climbers. So in a way, it looks territorial. They want to go up in life. They can climb mountains. Many times they climb the trees also. We can see goats on the tree. So to compare to the other bovids, Bovidae family, the other mammals, like we have cow, we have sheep. Cow is very docile. A cow is very providing, sacrificing, feels exploited, yet it will not speak. Even the sheep is very mild. It will listen. It doesn't have a head of its own. Delusion head belongs to other. It doesn't have a head of its own. Whatever the master says, it will listen. Now, like Caprinum is also similar to Ovis, but it has a this toddler stage of ambition, of proving himself, of going on the height. Because the same thing, because if it stays on the ground, there are not much resources. So it has to climb up. So in a way, it looks territorial compared to the other bovids. All right. So have I answered the question by Dr. Archana? So they look territorial, but not the territorial like the prey mammal, like the predators, where there is lot of aggression, domination. We saw that our patient was mild, timid. But in that Bovidae family only, he has this because inhabited the goats are excellent climbers. He has this toddler thing of proving and coming off out in life and having a good post and good position. But the basic thing is, it is again, when we see it further, you will come to know. So, the themes of leg caprinum. Leg caprinum patient is much conscious about his or her own space in the group. That is why we observe strong hierarchical issues in them. So, the social status, higher position is not out of ego or pride. It is rather out of the need to secure a place which offers protection. So this will answer the territorial thing, that it is not out of the need for space or position, is not out of pride or ego. It is rather out of the need to secure a place which offers protection. They are ambitious like silica, but their ambition is far beyond their ability because they end up in failure and frustration. Many times they end up in failure and frustration. They put a big show. They have big dreams. They say that I'm very responsible, I am very mature, but there is inner vulnerability. Since it is smaller in size, they feel vulnerable, they feel helpless, weak, small, and defenseless. There are many fears and anxiety in Lacaprinum. One of the important delusion is someone is catching me, pursuing me, or holding me. Fear of pointed and razor sharp things like razors, knives, and scissors. And in human terms, we see as this fear is projected as fear of injection, needles, hospitals, and doctors. We saw this in our patient. There is anger also in many like Caprinum, proving also it had come rebellious. They are rebellious, snappishness is there, or aggression. One important quality is adventurous. They love to travel, desire to go on journey. They are very curious. Some phosphorus element is also there in them. Subject to scapegoat. This had come in the proving by Dr. Shankaran. Now they are intensely sensitive to injustice. They have a strong sense of something bad happening to them, though they are not at fault. So this subject to scapegoat is there. Like in Hindi we say bali ka bakra. So that feeling is there, but need not when patient, many a times our Indian patients say that way, but need not be a leg caprinum remedy. So, but this theme had come. Now they're very sensitive to crowded, being together in crowded together, which result in suffocation. Now the important rubrics I've taken from Dr. Kalatia's book of mammals, just to go through all these rubrics. Mind, ambition, loss of, mind, fear, attack of being, mind, fear, surprise of being taken by, mind, dreams, falling high places of from height. We had our patient had this. Mind, fancies, lascivious. Mind, fear, impulses of his own sexual. So there is sexuality also in lacaprinum patients. Mind, fear, crowding. Mind, fear, social position of. Mind fight wants to space to have his own. Mind helplessness infant feels like a. Mind sensitive, oversensitive, noise sounds to aggravates. Mind startling fear of fright or fear after. So these are the important rubrics. So just understanding of our patient in the end, that our patient, we see there is pressure to earn good money, and on the other side, he is expected to take care of his blind parents. So the conflict is between duty towards family and his ambition with career growth. And in the process, the respiratory illness manifests. So that is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Manisha. Wonderful case. Uh, you can stop sharing, Dr. Manisha. So, do you have any queries? Yes, Dr. Rama.
No, thank you. Thanks, Manisha. Lovely case. Thank you very
Lovely
much.
case. Yeah.
Thank you.
Lovely.
So
Very
it was a
nice.
mammal case, and it was how beautifully all the themes were brought up, and we went step by step instead of directly going. We That was a very beautiful thing, Dr. Manisha. You took it very stepwise. And also we could see the earth element of prey animal, the
Mm.
column 5.
Mm.
So this is how we work systematically. There's a question: do we see any panic attacks in lac caprinum, Dr. Manisha?
Yes, Lacaprinum being a prey mammal, it is very much likely they suffer from panic attacks. You already saw in the dream that in the dream when they went to the resort, there were a group of people. They were having, actually the patient said they had come with hatyar, like I translated it as weapons. So he was very, he had that there was a, they all ran away from there. So that this was in English. It was like a fright and flight reaction. They ran away from that. That he was acute panic attack he got. So like many of the prey mammals, including lac defloratum, lac ovinum, and lac caprinum, they will have panic attacks
Right. So it is good
because the ego
timing.
is less developed.
So this is a very good timing of presenting this case, Dr. Manisha. We are shortly coming up with the whole course of on prey mammals. We'll be talking about 12 different mammals that will be starting on 24th of March. So you can just avail the opportunity of learning all the mammals in this systematic way. Hmm. So all the themes will be common, the column 5, the earth element, but how that fine tuning, we'll be talking about 12 different mammals. And also we are coming up with Manthan from day after Dr. Mahesh Gandhi. He will be taking 6 sessions and each case will be presented. Uh, Dr. Mahesh Gandhi will talk about all the PEM concepts through one case very deeply. So just avail these opportunities. There are only 6 sessions of the year in a year, every alternate months. So sir is painfully taking these efforts to teach you all personally. Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Manisha. Thank you everyone for being patient.
Excuse me, Dr. Meeta.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Manthan series is old recorded cases, or every time it will be a new case by Dr.
It will be a new
Mahesh Gandhi?
case. It will be a new case live by Dr. Mahesh Gandhi.
Live means he will be taking the case and we are seeing it.
Yeah, no, live case taking, no. He will have his own paper case will be presented.
Ah.
Yeah,
So, but it will be a new case every time,
new
not
case
the
every.
old already done case,
No.
not all.
It will be new cases, right?
Uh,
So we'll be
Thank
starting
you.
from day after, and he just meticulously, like last time we had a case of oxygen. So when Stir starts speaking, he gave DD of whole row two. It was from
Hmm.
how lithium, beryllium, and boron, and everything was. He spoke very in depth. So with one case of oxygen, you could get a DD and all in-depth insights of row two. So I'd personally suggest everyone don't miss that opportunity. It's one lecture in 2 months. Hmm?
Hmm.
And in March, we are coming up with mammals. So the way Dr. Manisha has presented a case today, we'll all be presenting one case every week. Yeah. So it will be the whole summary of the prey animals.
Thank you.
So that will be the first module of mammals. We'll continue with further few modules on mammals after that course. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Manisha. It was a wonderful case and you could systematically take us with you. And most of us came to Calcarea silicata. So this is how we learn with correspondence.
Yeah, I missed that thing, correspondence. So it was correspondence also. So it was easy to come at lac caprinum, but when we
Yeah.
go stepwise, then it is easier.
Yeah, so if it is a mollusk, Calcarea silicata and a mollusk will be concholinum as one of
Con-
you had written. So this way we come to, so many a times we do get confused in mollusk and mammals because both is row 3, row 4. Here also it's infancy and childhood, but just by knowing vertebrate, invertebrate, you'll be able to come to differentiation between mammals and mollusks. So thank you everyone.
And even I would like to thank everybody, Dr. Meeta yourself, and even everybody. So hope you had a good learning. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
take this
everyone.
opportunity to thank Dr. Gandhi sir also for his invaluable inspiration and always encouragement. So thank you. Please
Thank you.
post
Yeah.
your feedback also
Yeah, please, I'll be opening up the
in the group.
group. You can post your, it will be open for a day. Just post your
And any questions if you
feedback. And
remember.
there's one more question of plant correspondence. So plant correspondence will be subclass 5.
Right.
From rosy day to toddler of subclass 5, so it will be around coca, geranials. Hmm? The energy
This
of
is from the toddler.
toddler, yeah, geranials, coca family. They are very ambitious and they want to please their father. So that way the coca family will be coming here. So this is how we learn with correspondence also. So hope to see you all again next time with Pragyan. Dr. Bhavika will be taking the case. Dr. Bhavika, are you here? I think she has left. Okay then. Bye bye. Thank you.
Love you. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye.